Hi, my name is Scout Schwantner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have a great friend and great entrepreneur. Bryan Palmer is the CEO of Palmer Sales Training in the house, and we are going to talk about how we can help you improve your sales organization. Welcome, Bryan.
Thank you, Gerhard. Good to see you again.
Tell us a little bit about your background and what do you love about sales training?
I train people for selling, and I also own a digital marketing agency. My training and my focus is all about obviously selling more, but I want them to do it in the way that reaches and resonates with the modern buyer today.
What do you see is wrong with sales training today?
One of the things that you see is that a sales training company comes to the table already with their sales training, and that's just what they've taught for the last 20, 30, 40 years. They don't teach it to your business. They don't teach it for the product, the service you sell, and how you do it, but they also don't teach it for your personality. I don't agree with that. I just think that you need to be focused on what you can deliver customer experience-wise, and with the technology that we have, and with the ability to learn about our prospects and the companies that we're going after and do it smarter, there's just no reason not to do that.
What advice can you pass on to salespeople? What you have learned from marketing that they need to apply in order to become better?
I started a marketing agency in 2011, and what that's done over the years is that I've had the privilege of working with companies, clients, sales reps, selling all kinds of different things. I have also seen what works. And so I can help people understand that this is a better process. And I find that marketing and sales and marketing, it really has to merge today to be effective. And I really push that with my content and the way I approach training today.
I think that's probably the advantage when you go into a company and do sales training. You can also help them fix that relationship between sales and marketing.
I will come into an organization and I will look at their departments and I will help them break down those silos so that each department is informing each other the right way, because that experience that you're offering from a sales perspective or a marketing perspective, it can't be fragmented. It can't be sloppy. It needs to be correct all the way through. So if sales is reaching out and marketing is reaching out and they're doing it differently or in a different fashion, that's going to break that experience, right? So we have to find ways of making sure that the teams are working together. And I find so often sales doesn't talk to marketing, marketing doesn't talk to sales.
Can you give me a B2B example of a company you've worked with where you came in and did sales training, helped them develop that curriculum, and how did you deliver and what was the result?
In healthcare, that was a big thing where I entered into an organization at a little bit higher level, not organization. And my job was to work with us to then help, break down the barriers and sell into really, really large organizations. I found out what the existing structure was, how things were done now, and then spent several months really blueprinting and game planning how we needed to change that and how we needed to go after and prospect and introduce the products or services to these large billion-dollar-plus organizations. One big thing that we were working on and that I was leading was what types of content we were creating. Our goal was to become more authoritative and more of that expert in the technology field. So we had to create that. We had to create that vision. We had to create the tone. We had to create the content around it. And then we had to get it out there. It ended up 33% growth each year. So we were able to do that and do that effectively, which was great.
So let's say I am a small size company with about 20 salespeople, and you come in and I'm asking you to improve sales by 33%. Where do you start?
Let's say you, in this situation, you're the sales manager. You lead the team of 20 people. Well, I would meet with all 20 of those reps, and I can do that over the course of a month or so, right? So I would meet with all of those. The more I get from them, from the sales team, of here's the problems, and here's how I'm not equipped to do my job, the better I can do at fixing them, because I've been in those shoes. But a lot of people are too scared to admit that for fear of losing their job. But at the same time, we have to break that down. We have to understand where those challenges are. So the first thing I would do in that initial discovery is I would work with you. I would work with the team. I would understand your product. I would pick 3 competitors. So I always pick the top 3 competitors. I analyze them. I look at your pricing, your positioning, and I come up with a document that is going to outline what I feel like will be the best way moving forward to position the product and train the team. Then we would start more of that training. My training at that point is custom catered to what you do.
Have you also created an online program?
I just launched my course. Right now it's $199. It's a 14 plus module course, everything from A to Z, and you get access for life with free updates. So it's video training that I'm putting on essentially every stage of the cycle. And I will continue to add to that. So I'll have examples from different industries, different price points, different scenarios. Literally, I call it the last sales training you'll ever need. And anyone can get that. And then, of course, my goal is to then work with those people on a deeper level and customize more of what we do to their organizations.
And where do people find you?
PalmerSalesTraining.com, my LinkedIn profile. There's links to all those things. I have a free training as well. I have a free newsletter that goes out every Monday. So there's ways to engage and interact with me at no cost to them and just see if it's a good fit.
If anybody wants to get in touch with Bryan, go to that link below where you can go to PalmerSalesTraining.com. He's a great teacher, but also he's a great student.
It's been a pleasure, and it's very kind words. Thank you.
Thank you.